We go, Beth, your TRX total body workout specifically designed for runners. We're going to start off with a squat to row, handles at chest height. You're going to extend the arms all the way out. We'll sit back into that stool so the hips sit back, come up, row in, and then extend back out. Again, 4-point movement here. Down, up, in, and out. Keep that sternum lifted, shoulders gently back, making sure to sit those hips back like you're sitting in a stool, not letting the knees come forward. Keep it smooth. Again, tension on the straps like guitar strings the entire time. The next thing we'll do is we'll move into that rear lunge. Again, key here, we're going to start off with the handles at hip height. You're going to push the handles forward as you extend the leg back, just tapping that toe. So again, we're hinging from the hip joint, not necessarily bending from the knee. Right? Think hinge from the hip, torso comes forward as you tap that toe back. Again, keeping that tension on the straps the whole time by pressing down and out with the handles. Keep it smooth and in control. The next thing we'll do is we'll come into a high row. Again, here the palms are facing down. Squeezing those shoulder blades back, keeping that sternum lifted as you pull in. And then also as you extend back out, the tendency here is to let the shoulder blades come forward as you extend the arms. So keep the sternum lifted, keep the shoulder blades back, down, and in as you extend those arms forward. Here's just the from a front view. So the wrists stay in line with the elbows. The tendency sometimes is to pull the hands directly towards the shoulders. I want you to think about bringing the arms out a little bit. That's going to engage the muscles in the back of the shoulders, the muscles in between the shoulder blades a little more. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to move into a side lunge. Again, the same idea here. This is that nice wide stance, a little bit wider than what you normally would do, right? So the stance should feel almost a little uncomfortable as we stretch the inside of that opposite thigh. We're going to push the handles forward as you send the hips back, right? Push the handles forward as you send the hips back. Here's the other view. Again, notice I'm really sending my hips back, not shooting the knee forward. The tendency here is to lift the heel as you come forward, right? As you come into the lunge. Think about sitting the hips back again into the heel and then driving through the heel as you come back up. The next move we'll come into is that press, TRX press or push-up. We're going to start off with the shoulders at 90 degrees, then squeeze the shoulder blades back down and in as you lift the sternum, and then walk the feet back, right, to the appropriate place. Right, the further you walk your feet back, the more intense it is. The further you walk your feet forward, the easier it is. Keep it smooth, keep it in control. Again, band stay just above the shoulders. Arms wide. Right, so the wrists stay in line with the elbows as you come down. And then don't let the elbows come any further than the shoulders. Here we'll come into that transverse lunge. So stepping back to 5 o'clock and then to 7 o'clock. Again, more about bending that knee than really reaching that foot back. We're finding that balance between reaching the foot back and sinking low. So, again, think of this more as a dynamic stretch really than anything else. Keep it smooth. Keep it in control. And we'll go to the side view here. And again, hinging forward from the hips gently. You're pushing the hands forward, keeping that's allowing you that counterbalance as you step that foot back. This is great for you for piriformis issues. And, all runners get them. So. Most runners get them, so, again, it helps to mitigate that issue. At the same time, helps to kind of rehab from it, so to speak. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to come into that rotation. Again, the way you set up for this, right, is as if you were skiing, right? Soft bend in the ankles, knees, hips, keeping that spine nice and long, and then we're just going to rotate. So notice you pivot at the feet move the hips move the torso, and then the torso moves the hands. It's all together as one unit. But the key here is to really think about driving from the hips and the feet up through the body as opposed to just turning the hands. Notice my hands stay together, and it's almost as if there's a pole attached from my sternum to the center of the handles. Again, keep it smooth, keep it in control, gentle tension on the bands the entire time. Next thing we'll do is we'll come into that plank, holding for as long as you can. Final exercise is that reverse plank with abduction. Right, so we're squeezing the glutes, raising the hips up, gently extending, abducting, bringing the legs out, and then adducting, bringing it back in. Again, keep it smooth, keep it in control. Again, here we just did it for time. You can also do it for repetitions as well. All right, Beth. Well, I hope this is helpful. As always, feel free to reach out, and we'll see you soon.